Nerd Mom here. I was reminded by a YouTube comment I have been very, very delinquent. Not only have I not been making vlogs, but I forgot to tell you all how my class reunion went. And you know what? It was interesting. I am glad I went. There were a few people there who I hadn't seen in years who I was good friends with, so it was great to reconnect with them. And there were a lot of people who I didn't really know well in school, but knew and got a chance to chat with, and it was nice. But it was also just interesting. I've heard, I think it was Dave Ramsey talking about the 20-year reunion of the "Oh really?" So it was kind of the "Oh really" reunion. I did find it interesting. There were some people I've known since first grade who basically didn't say a word to me, kind of thing. You know, you run into girls in the bathroom where you're all wearing name tags and not a word. And did find out that somebody says, "How come you don't look like your Facebook pictures?" and had no recollection of me at all. And this was somebody I'd had classes with since like 7th grade. So that was interesting. But overall, I'm really glad I went. I would recommend it. I may not go to another one, but it was great to kind of have some questions answered in the back of my head, like what would my life be like if I was in high school again? I think I found out I still wouldn't necessarily like it. There was a time in which I was standing in the foyer after dinner and just kind of going, okay, now what do I do? So that hadn't changed too much. But overall, I'm really glad I went. The person who organized it, Sloan, did a fabulous job actually organizing the event. It was kind of funny to me that the majority of the people who were there, it seemed like a lot of them from my elementary school, or my high school had 6 elementary schools that fed into it. But the other thing I found that was really interesting is it was the majority of Fresno people that are still here who we still don't talk, even though we're all in Fresno together. So it was good. I'm glad I went. I do not regret going. I am also glad that I did not spend money on buying a new dress or do anything too extreme. But that's the bottom line. I'm glad I went. And if you are on that fence, I encourage you to go, because if nothing else, it does seem to help you reaffirm maybe your place in the world now in comparison to the place in the world you were then. The other thing I found really interesting, I guess we really are getting older, because I found out I went to high school with a bunch of middle-aged men. When did that happen? It was crazy. It was kind of crazy. Some look exactly the same. Some definitely do, but we all in many ways are getting older. So that's kind of the output. I'm glad I went. May not go again. Sorry it took me so long, Facebook and everybody else, YouTube, blog people, to update you. And I will get back to vlogging. I promise, I promise, promise, promise. Nerd Mom out. Bye.